What's going on, guys? Madcain here. I'm currently playing Guild Wars 2. It's a really fun game, and there's so much stuff you can do. Weapon swapping. I have a rifle as my secondary weapon, and there's a whole bunch of different abilities you can do. For example, I'll show you on this huge creature here. I'm gonna start out with the rifle and get a few shots in them. And I have buffs and such too, so I'm not gonna. Well, I'll just use like the buffs. I'm not gonna place my banners or anything. Very interactive game. You can pretty much do anything. The PvP in this game is pretty awesome. I mean, this is just a weak creature, so I'm not. I'm just gonna trying to show you guys the combat. There's a move where you can throw your sword and it'll double hit them. There's a charging move, and you can do rolls, which you can make it so it affects them or does damage each time you roll. But there's awesome creatures in this game, and you don't have to spam click either. You just press one, and it'll just automatically just keep going. Always running away from me and regaining health. That's always nice. But yeah, I just pressed two once, and then it'll just automatically go to my main attack. And then I have some healing spell too. So, but that's one of my favorite moves is the 100 blades. You just strike a whole bunch of times, 8 times, and it does a whole bunch of damage. And it's level scaled, but you kill these low leveled guys, and look at I'm getting armor that's near my level, which is really awesome. What I do with most of my armor is break it down for materials and such, because it's worth more to break it down to get materials than to sell it to the stores. So, and once you level up more, you'll find that resources are bigger on the map. Because at first it was really hard for me to find resources, and then once I started leveling up more, they became more presented on the map. So it's really nice. A huge map. I mean, this is only the beginning area. So, and there's like a whole bunch of different beginning areas. There's like at least like 6 areas that I know of that level 10s can do. So it's really massive world, and see you can see the um resources on the map, what they are. You know, if you want to waste your time to grab them, and you get experience each time you get it. I thought it was experience for the skill, but it's actually experience. So there's a bunch of different skills in this game and a whole bunch of different kinds of creatures. Some of them are similar, but I don't really care that much. It's any kind of monster that I can just bash and kill, I'm fine with. Yep, so like on your travels, you want to make sure you get as much resources as you can. The only downfall to this is that it requires buying pickaxes and such, and there's usually a stack of 100 of them. Or for harvesting vegetables, there's only a stack of 50. So, alright, let's go see something else. There's waypoints all over the maps, and each of these hearts is a quest. So there's technically, or a task, there's technically 300 of these, over 300 of these in the game. So, and there's only a few dungeons, but I don't know. The dungeon seemed pretty fun to me. Like you can get so much equipment in there. Like I had to actually break down my equipment before halfway through the dungeon because I didn't have enough space for all the equipment I was getting. Oh, and the story mode. You can pick your own what you want to say. Like you can use you can pick what you want to say. You can pick your own choices. You can pick to save people. You can pick to kill them off if you want to. So I really like that about the story. So you can play the game twice and it will never be the same. And I don't know, it's just really cool. I thought that was interesting about the game because usually there's, just one story or maybe two, but there's several stories you can play. And it tells you like what you've unlocked through each area, so that's pretty nice. And I'm gonna show you a little taste of the story mode, and it's still loading. Another thing I like about this game is that you can lagging up here a little bit. You could run while looking at the map, so you can't put any like markers down, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty cool. Let's see, where am I supposed to go? Alrighty. And there's little speed boosts you can get in each town too, so they're pretty worth the get. And there's lots of merchants selling stuff like food, and so you can get extra bonuses. Some cotton candy. I usually only sell junk to stores, nothing usually else. If I was gonna sell anything, I'd do it in the Black Lion market. There is a market, but it's really limited to free to play players, which really bums me out, but I don't really care. I have fun farming my own weapons and getting all my own materials. I like doing that kind of stuff. I've always have. I always thought that was awesome. Just, getting all of your own stuff. Can't beat that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this story is unlocked every 10 levels, I believe. I've been doing it every 10 levels. I'm pretty sure it's like at like level 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's how it's been for me anyways. The leveling up is quite easy in this game, and it's pretty fun. Like you just complete missions with other people and that's how you get up your levels. Oh, I didn't even know there's a dungeon there. I haven't really explored that much of the map. I mean, I have explored 20% of it, but that's not that much. I still got a long ways to go, and I've just been exploring the whole time pretty much. So, I don't know. I like the games that you can just keep exploring, and it just feels like it's just an endless game, and there's so many quests and points of interest. That's what they call them, but usually it does pay out really good. It's like a I don't know, like a helpful store or a good place to train or something usually. All right, we're getting near the quest. It takes a while to get there, so I don't have the map unlocked, so I can't just teleport all the way there. Even though that can be expensive because it costs a little bit of money to go to each point, and you get some experience unlocking it. Interactive story mode, and usually there's like you're usually just killing stuff or helping like the queen out or something. I'll probably have to fight these two guys, I'm guessing. It can be a little time consuming, but usually they're pretty fun. Where's he going? Don't run away from me. Usually there's like a little mode you can do, and there's always a little nice story along with it, which is pretty cool. And it actually shows your character talking. And you can actually customize your character pretty good too. You can skip it, but since I've never seen it before, I don't skip it. So now I'm just following this guy to help him out, find his brother. And there's a few enemies along the way, but I have two companions.